To the crisis on the border now, where Del Rio has become the center of attention after a massive number of Haitian migrants have gathered underneath an international bridge there. Our Ken Molestina in Del Rio tonight, where a plan is to roll out and clear more than 12,000 people currently sitting and waiting.
Well, the situation here in Del Rio is deteriorating for the massive amounts of migrants who have crossed over illegally and are now sitting, waiting to see what happens with them next. That mass of migrants literally has camped out about 3.5 football fields in length behind me between the border fencing that you see right there and the actual border. They are underneath the Del Rio International Bridge, which connects Del Rio to Mexico. We know officials have started deporting some of them, and more federal and state law enforcement officers are now flooding the area to help.
At this point, the priority is just to get people out from under the bridge. The conditions are not sanitary. It's just not humane. So the goal is to get them out of there. Unfortunately, most of our stations are maxed out. They're over capacity at the moment.
John Anfinson is a border agent and the president of the Border Patrol Union in Del Rio. He says as of Sunday, the number of migrants who are overwhelmingly Haitian in the encampment is just north of 12,000. It peaked at about 15,000 Friday night. He says some have left and returned back into Mexico. Others have been taken to processing centers that have space. None of the Del Rio area centers do. Perhaps of greatest impact on Sunday were the first deportation flights ordered by the Department of Homeland Security, returning migrants to Haiti. Federal officials say that will continue daily. We also know more than 400 extra Border Patrol agents will be arriving here over the next 2 days. Texas DPS tells me they've already deployed an extra 400 state troopers as well. The local sheriff here, Joe Frank Martinez, describing this as unprecedented.
Our community has never experienced anything like this. This is a first. I don't think very many communities have experienced anything, a mass influx of immigrants other than the lower Rio Grande Valley. In recent years.
So for those folks who might be wondering why these migrants are simply just sitting and waiting to be arrested, U.S. border officials tell us this is their way of circumventing the asylum process. Typically, they ask for that asylum at a border crossing or at a port of entry, but they're saying that these days they're crossing over illegally. They're waiting to be arrested so that they can be processed by border agents and at that point claim to be seeking asylum and hoping to stay in the United States another day. That's the latest from Del Rio. Ken Molestina, CBS 11 News.
Okay, Ken, thank you.